The Magic Roundabout, known as Doogal in its American localization, is a 2005 fantasy adventure film which is steeped in mediocrity. In particular, the American release was derided for its obnoxious pop culture references, juvenile humor, poor casting, shallow dialogue, senseless censorship, overzealous editing, and unnecessary narration. And to be blunt, the critics were right. Most of these issues were also present in the original work, to be fair, but they were greatly amplified for the US release. But if you do manage to claw past the terrible localization and overbearing licensed music, which, granted, is a Herculean feat, you'll discover the sweet fairy tale heart which lies at the film's core. The titular character, Doogal himself, is an unreliable, lackadaisical, inconsiderate dog who will do anything for his next sugar fix. He's even memorized the candy delivery man's route just so he can intercept it and steal the goods. However, his scheme goes horribly, comically awry, ultimately freeing the evil wizard Zbad, who intends to blanket the world in ice, just as he had 10,000 years ago. Also, Doogal's lifelong friend and owner gets trapped in said ice, so he has a personal reason to care. It's a proper inciting incident for a proper fable. In order to imprison Zbad once more, Doogal and his friends must embark on a lengthy quest to retrieve 3 enchanted diamonds. Naturally, character development ensues. Doogal gradually realizes the world doesn't revolve around him, as he comes face to face with harrowing danger, adversity, and loss. Only through teamwork, compassion, and clarity of thought can the world truly be saved. It's classic stuff, and it's done with the usual theatrical and cartoonish flair. Stories like these are truly timeless if done properly. It was not done properly here. Doogal is a 40-minute feature stretched out to 90. Most of its runtime is senseless ambling, devoid of characterization, and punctuated by crass comedy, even in the UK original. It's a snooze fest of cardboard cutout caricatures, exhausting melodrama, and plot contrivances. The story could be told succinctly, but then they wouldn't have enough film for a theatrical release, you see. It's hard to be enchanted by the few genuine highlights when they're drowned in oppressive blandness. So, alright, the film really fumbles its fairy tale narrative structure, but you know where it does succeed? In the fairy tale atmosphere. This is a journey rich with living trains, icy citadels, magical maps, soulful tin soldiers, and wicked warlocks. It helps that the character designs and animation are also unflinchingly surreal. I've never witnessed a scene quite so baffling and bewitching as a spring-loaded wizard duel. If nothing else, the presentation and personality on display here are rock solid, at least visually. Some of the shots in this film are genuinely gorgeous. That said, Doogal ultimately feels at war with itself. It has the soul of a traditional fantasy fable and the body of a generic mid-2000s kids flick. It is sleepy, bland, and kind of cynical, especially given its functionality as a pilot for the following TV series. There are still some sparks of magic, but it's probably not worth your time. Though, if you do intend to check the film out, I strongly recommend watching the UK dub.